What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Urban Light. I've had an amazing day. I've had an amazing week. One of the things that I did was on Monday, I had an interview with Atlanta Live, WATC TV. Thank you so much for my interview. Thank you, Jen Stovall, and the team over there. On today, Wednesday, I had an amazing interview with WAOK, 1380 AM radio with Dr. Keith Slaughter. And while I was there during my interview, we heard about the statistics from the Justice Department's findings on their investigation of the Ferguson Police Department, and it was disappointing. I wasn't disappointed because of the fact that the investigation states that the black residents of Ferguson are being discriminated against by the police, that dogs are being sicked on them, and that they are being racially profiled. I was disappointed because so many black people seemed surprised. Maybe these things have to happen in order for us to wake up. Because I believe that sometimes we get comfortable. We send messages and tend to think that we're okay and we live in a land of rainbows and that we actually live in a post-racial society. Because of the fact that Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry are making millions, we think that everyone has made it and that discrimination doesn't exist and that these things can't possibly be happening in America. But a country only 150 years from slavery still has its wounds. And we as black people, a lot of times, are the walking wounded, still oppressed. And so therefore we're not crazy because Michael Brown and Eric Garner and Tamir Rice are being shot. We're not crazy that Trayvon Martin and Jordan Davis are being shot. We're not crazy that these things are actually happening. So now you have the proof. How do you dispute that? You can't. Our country can't. It's even more disappointing that we actually spent money on an investigation that told us as a community what we already know. When I'm disappointed, I love the fact that God will shine light to keep me keeping on and to keep so many of us that are in the fight for equality and who proclaim that, or who others have proclaimed that we are activists. It is really, really hard when you out here marching and marching and marching and marching and speaking and writing and doing videos. So I took some time to go into the Dream Cafe in Atlanta. And an amazing thing happened. So I walked into the Dream Cafe, and as soon as I walked in, the smell of lemongrass aroma was all over in the place. It was just a spirit of love and an atmosphere that was warm and welcoming. And then you look over in the wall and you see the dreams written on the wall. And it's just inspiring. But I wasn't most impressed by that. I was most impressed, and I think God knew that I needed to see this brother by the name of Stevie Bags behind the counter, and he was working, serving the people. So different customers would come in, and I came in and I ordered my sandwich and my latte, and I sat down, and the brother came over and he served me my plate, and he served me napkins and asked me, was there anything else? And he was so nice and so humble. And everyone that walked in and came in, he smiled and he laughed with them and he talked with them. And he was working so hard behind the counter with his apron on. And the thing that's most impressive, here's the thing that's most impressive. What so many customers and what so many people don't know who are being served and who this brother is serving with such humility is that he's one of the owners of that particular cafe. He's a retired NFL player. This brother has made millions, dare I say, or look in his pocket. But the greatest in the kingdom is the servant. We as a people cannot overcome unless we overcome together. Even within this country, black people, white people of all races have to come together to stop inequality and stop oppression of any one race of people. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. And so what makes it so beautiful for me to be able to see is that no matter how much education a particular person has, no matter how much social status or how much money they have, this brother was behind the counter serving. It's about being a servant. That's the only way we'll get it together. I had to say that. Peace, y'all.